Go on then. Lay it on me. What? You know, do what you do every year. Get me super hyped for something that's coming out soon, and then pull the rug away under me and make me review something that's like vaguely similar. But I'm not. No, go ahead. Play the Star Wars theme because Rogue One is out. Ooh, then I can review Space Mutiny. That'll be fun. But I wasn't gonna do that. Ooh, how about you write in some hints at the new Resident Evil movie? Then I can review fucking Alone in the Dark. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to see for Christmas, so go ahead. Tell me what we're doing. What are we doing? What movie are we doing? Surviving Christmas. Which is actually a Batman-esque superhero movie, right? No, just some regular Christmassy stuff like a jerk that learns the true meaning of Christmas and junk. Oh, so I guess you listened last year, huh? Yeah, I did listen. No, that's cool. Good job. Surviving Christmas. Christmas. So many goddamn movies about Christmas. Some are timeless classics, and for every one of those, there are 1,000 cookie-cutter assembly line Christmas comedies that are too busy being nice and gentle and Christmassy to actually remember to be funny or tell anything remotely resembling a worthwhile story. Why we're even doing a stock Christmas comedy when there are thousands upon thousands of legit awful Christmas specials out there is beyond me, but I'm always at the mercy of a younger, dumber version of myself, so here we go. Surviving Christmas. With Ben Affleck. Oh boy. So right off the bat, Surviving Christmas wants to show you that it is so not like all those other Christmas movies by setting a montage of both heartwarming and frustrating moments to the song It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I can't even tell if this is supposed to be funny yet heartwarming or legit Seneca. I can't say I ever saw another movie predicting audience reactions right in the intro credits. Good job! Anyway, Ben Affleck plays an obnoxious millionaire advertisement agent that never really seems to celebrate Christmas much in favor of his modern yuppie-esque lifestyle. When he tries to invite his girlfriend on a romantic first-class vacation to Fiji on Christmas Eve, however, she really lets him have it.
Yes, first class.
Drew, on Christmas? Christmas is the family holiday. I mean, what are we doing? What is this? I mean, what is going on? I mean, where is this relationship headed?
Down a pretty deep fucking slope if this is how you handle one disagreement.
You've never introduced me to your family. You've never even mentioned your family. Do you even have a family?
And how can you be serious about me if you're not serious about your own family?
You need to get some serious help, Drew.
Okay, listen, lady, I kind of agree with you on principle, but there are tons of people that go on vacation for the holidays or decide to spend them with friends instead of family every once in a while. You're the one who just had a freak out and called him mentally unstable because you didn't agree with the date for your free first-class trip to a tropical island, and he's the one with relationship issues? I mean, he is mentally unstable, but seriously?
I think you're missing the point. See, if I told you everything about me, there'd be no more, sense of mystery with us. There'd be nothing left to discover.
It's no fun to just tell you I'm Batman. You gotta find out on your own nuts. Anyway, her words really stick with Affleck. I'm sorry, Drew, who now realizes he has no one to spend Christmas with.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Ooh, symbolism and foreshadowing in one joke. Very clever. Somewhat upset, he then harasses his therapist at the airport, who has this suggestion.
All right. Write down all your grievances about your family on one piece of paper.
All your grievances.
All right, yeah. And then go someplace that reminds you of your childhood at sunset. And light that piece of paper on fire. And as the last shred of paper is burning away, you whisper the words, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Yes, I forgive you for beating me with a shovel every day. Yes, I forgive you for systematically emotionally abusing me. Yes, I forgive you for that one time you told me I was getting a flu shot, but then it was actually just you in a lab coat and then you gave me a prostate. For some incredibly bizarre reason, Drew Flake hears this as go to a childhood home where, naturally, a new family lives, if a slightly dysfunctional one.
I told you, we shouldn't have put the computer up in his room. He's going to spend all his time there.
Oh, Tommy, welcome to the future, dear. He's advancing his skills. One day that computer's going to get our baby a good job.
Trust me, with what he's doing up there, nobody's going to pay him for it, because if they did, I would have retired at 17.
Hey, if Brad Jones can make a living out of making fun of stuff like E.T. the porno, I really don't see why not. So, unsurprisingly, the dad, played by James Gandolfini, is not too excited about a stranger burning stuff in his yard.
I forgive you.
Dude, what are you doing? He gives him no warning. No hey you, no what are you doing, no get off my yard. His immediate impulse to someone burning a tiny piece of paper that is no threat whatsoever in his front yard is to just assault him with a snow shovel. I mean, I know it's Ben Affleck, but come on, man, show some restraint. Anyway, Affleck is brought inside, and after explaining the situation and going on a little nostalgia trip in his old house, he gives the family an offer. Pretend to be his family for Christmas so he has someone to spend the holidays with, and he'll pay them handsomely.
My family's not for sale, pal.
Tom, I'll pay you $250,000.
Welcome home, son.
So, do you want my wife gift wrapped, or are you gonna wear her home? So yeah, they actually fill out a full contract obligating them to give Affleck a happy Christmas.
Faking it anyway, might as well get paid.
I'm not even sure this is a line from the movie. I think they just recorded Catherine O'Hara's reaction to the script and then edited it in. So now Affleck is part of the family and really wants to have a traditional all-American Christmas, basically bullying the family into following his every whim if they want the money, like forcing Dad here to wear a Santa hat.
You gotta wear the hat.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Wear the hat, Tom.
I'm not wearing a hat. Now get it away from me before I shove it up your ass.
Tom, are you familiar with the phrase breach of contract?
Are you familiar with the term dehumanization?
You want me to sing?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
I mean, would it make any difference to you if I didn't want to?
Not really.
On the one hand, I despise slavery. On the other hand, I need your help. If you're not in a position to refuse, all the better.
As the movie progresses, things get wackier and wackier, as Affleck not only hires an old actor to play his grandpa, but the daughter of the family returns less than pleased with the situation. The two are immediately at each other's throats, just so you can be absolutely sure that they'll fall hopelessly in love later.
Yeah, tell me about it. I never had a sister, so this is bullshit right here.
Okay, you are my illegitimate love child.
Mom?
And you had no idea about her.
Ooh, that could be good. Or you know what? She could be the maid.
Okay,
You're the maid.
enough.
Or she could be the prostitute you apparently think everybody is. Just live out your erotic role-playing on your own time, buddy, alright? He even goes as far as to write scripts for the family to make sure he gets what he wants.
An emotional moment. Sorry, keep doing it. Brian, if you eat it all up, I will let you sleep with me like I never did when you were little.
Okay, I guess we can add Oedipus complex to Affleck's list of what the fuck? So after all this, Gandolfini finally has enough and gets ready to kick Affleck out on his ass.
You gotta go.
What?
We can't do this no more.
Yeah, tell him!
What do you mean? What? What can we do?
Christine and I,
Wait, what are you doing? No. We're
thinking about breaking up.
Why? Why are you telling this to the guy that is practically holding your family hostage and forcing you to be a picture-perfect green card family while you're in the middle of kicking him out? Has this man given you any reason to think you can trust him with anything personal? What do you think is gonna happen? And indeed, Affleck makes it his mission to get them to stay together and convinces them both to do something nice for themselves, while he slowly starts to bond a little bit with the daughter Alicia. Gandolfini buys a car, and Christine gets to be the focus of an uncomfortably slutty-looking photo shoot so she can feel pretty again.
Ausgezeichnet! Ja! 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 Ah! Erotisch! Ja! Ja! Oh yeah! Great! Oh! More! Leck den Lollipop! Ja!
And it's even all lovingly set to the song Cherry Pie, a delightful little number about licking a young girl's vagina and then getting caught by her dad. Fantastic! Well, it seems to work. Through a montage, we see the family slowly getting into the Christmas spirit, complete with gingerbread horse and Grandpa hanging up his old gist sock. Well, it sure looks like someone had a Feliz Navidad. Affleck Drew even tries to let Alicia relive a magical moment from her childhood. And then immediately blows it by bastardizing it with over-the-top commercialist Christmas bullshit.
I care about you. I did that because I care about you. I was trying to show you that.
Look, Drew, let me just give you some advice. Save your big, expensive gestures for some girl who's impressed by them, all right?
What, like your mom? And your dad? And it's not like she even sticks to it. A little later, she apologizes for saying all this, stating that doing things in a big way is just how he is and that she appreciates the gesture. What, seriously? You're gonna set up this big money can't buy happiness moral and then backpedal the second you get a chance? But hey, what about Brian and fake grandpa? They haven't done anything all movie. Aren't they supposed to get a little bonding time?
You know, when I was young, we didn't sit alone in our rooms drooling over nude ladies on computer screens. No, sir. We had to go behind a barn with the dirty girl and pay her a quarter so she could show us her goodies.
What are you into? We got hot cheerleaders and three-way fun. Middle-aged hotties.
Middle-aged hotties. Now you're talking my language. Dude, it's your mom.
Oh my
And
god.
the joke has come full circle, people. Somebody give Surviving Christmas an award for best possible brick joke. Wow! Really? Thank you. I almost don't know what to say. Look, I want to thank the porn industry, and I want to thank the extremely limited imaginations of the Surviving Christmas writers. Without you guys, none of this would have been possible. Just, thank you. Oh. So yeah, just as things are going well and Affleck is actually considering backing out of the deal, everything starts to blow up in his face as his old girlfriend Missy and her snobby parents drop by to meet his family, and he has to keep up the charade.
Nah, a deal's a deal. That's it. Unless you want to sweeten the pot a little bit.
That's extortion, Tom.
Using money to get what you want is only okay when I do it. Grandpa, who we now suddenly remember is an actor, sends a black replacement grandpa, and we get the obligatory baby picture jokes, with the family trying to pass off their pictures as being of Affleck.
Thanks, Mom.
Look at him. Drew, are you sure that's you?
Oh, that's me, all right. I remember it well. That picture, it was Autumn and the photographer.
I don't think so. There's no little dinkle. Nope.
Well, yes. It's there, but it's not. You can't see it because it was so long that Mom had to tuck it back when she gave me a bath. So, it's get tangled. You remember, Mom?
Yeah. From the moment he was born, it was freakishly long.
Right, yes.
And we have a baby penis joke. I didn't think it was possible, but we've actually reached a new low. Congratulations, Surviving Christmas. I'm sure you've made Dan Evidan very happy.
Looks like you have a baby.
And indeed, everything continues going to shit. Alicia deliberately sabotages everything because she thinks Affleck being sweet was just to impress his girlfriend. Brian is completely shell-shocked after seeing porn of his mom. Missy's family is absolutely weirded out. Tom is more angry at his wife for having porn photos taken of her than he is at Affleck for making them happen in the first place. And yeah, it's pretty much all blown up in Affleck's face now. So now completely broken, he finally fully opens up to Alicia about why all this happened.
My dad walked out on us on Christmas when I was 4. It was basically just me and my mom. She was a waitress at the 24-hour coffee shop, and she didn't have a lot of money, so when Christmas came around, it was an opportunity for her to take a double shift. She did. And, my Christmases were basically, I just kind of sat around the house.
So you see, all of Affleck's insistence on a perfect childhood Christmas was just a result of him never having had one when he was growing up, or even some kind of alternative, thus basing all his concept of the holiday on overblown Christmas specials and commercials, which real life naturally cannot live up to. And now he's ruined it for someone else too.
There's nothing that you can do about those Christmases. But the one that you can do something about, the one that's here and now, you just spent that destroying my family.
So in a moment of remorseful lucidity, he does what he tried to do in the first place.
I forgive you.
Okay, I really hope that list is about your biological parents, because if that's supposed to be you showing you're sad about what just happened, you can go straight into the fire with the other logs, you giant piece of shit! You are not the victim here! Yeah, your childhood sucked, and that's actually really sad and does explain some of your weirder sides, but you bribed a family to be a personal fucking monkey circus for weeks! And you are not some selfless savior for throwing money at the family's problems either, instead of attempting to show any actual care. People leave you because you treat them like objects, and moaning about that in one scene near the end does not make up for any of it. Sack the fuck up and fix this shit! And who knows, maybe he will. When Gandolfini drops by his apartment a little later to pick up the paycheck for their deal, Affleck has this bit of insight to offer.
It's kind of ironic. Paid all that money to be part of your family. You're giving it away for nothing.
No! You didn't! You paid to have people do your bidding to satisfy your own needs. You ended up liking them, sure, but you held them hostage and forced your ideals down their throat, and now you have the balls to lecture them about family values? Yes, children, you should always stay in a failing marriage, even at the cost of your own happiness, especially when random spending sprees don't immediately fix your problems. And that's because Christmas, Yuletide, joy to the world, good cheer, and fuck you! So in what has to be the most contrived, forced happy ending I've seen in years, they both realize they still have tickets for fake grandpa's play. You know, the man who cared so much about these people that he sent a substitute on Christmas Eve and decides to go see it to find that the rest of the family is already there in the audience. In their one moment of bonding, Affleck convinces Brian to hit on a real girl rather than look at porn all the time. Tom and Christine decide to give their marriage another try, and Affleck thanks Alicia for teaching him something.
So who are you renting for New Year's? Because, you know, us Falcos, we book up kind of fast.
I see that.
And I'd get on it.
Yeah.
If I were you.
And with that, everything is magically forgiven, everyone is friends again, and the whole family can move on to have many Merry Christmases after this. Oh my god, I take back what I said. This is truly horrible. What are we supposed to take away from this holiday mess?
Yuletide's a bitch, ain't it?
No! No, it isn't. It can be wonderful. Christmas can be wonderful. Any holiday can be wonderful. You know who is a bitch, though? Affleck's character is a bitch for not just being obnoxious, but for thinking he can fix his issues by throwing money at them. The family is a bunch of bitches for allowing him to do it. The family is a bunch of bitches for sitting around with their thumbs up their asses, making zero effort on their own part to fix their family until a wacky savior comes along. The script is a bitch for trying to tell a money can't buy happiness story and then backpedaling by saying, "Oh, doing things in a big way is just how he is, he means well." The writers are bitches for writing a script where every single problem is solved, if indirectly, by money. No, seriously. Look at the failing marriage subplot. I get what they're trying to show there, but the porn incident aside, Tom and Christine only get confidence to try again through extravagant spending sprees that, while it's true doing something nice for yourself is necessary to boost self-esteem, were only possible due to things only Affleck's millionaire money could buy. And you know, it's a shame too, because they could have done something interesting with all of this. It could have shown someone with a skewed view of what Christmas is having to deal with reality with a more realistic, flawed family. It could have shown a dysfunctional family learning to put in the effort with the help of an eccentric stranger to turn the holiday and their lives around, or that there's nothing wrong with treating yourself as well as others. It could have been about how you can choose your family, or that you can still love an imperfect slapdash family, or even that the holidays are what you make of them. All the materials are there, but no! It either fails at any of these morals, or runs away screaming from the very thought of having to deal with any of them. And if all you want is to be a silly comedy with no big moral, then fine, be that, it's okay. That's what a Christmas story is. That's what National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is. And these movies work because they just make fun of holiday frustrations from different standpoints. They don't pretend to have any big morals or to show you a more real version of Christmas like this movie does. There is no one to love here. There's no one to grow to love. There's nothing to learn. There's just a pile of obnoxious characters and a long line of extremely tasteless jokes that might have worked in a more openly cynical movie, but are still presented as building up to some heartwarming tale. Fuck this thing!
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
But you know what? Christmas and any other holiday can still be really wonderful if you want it to be. And while there are tons of these insultingly bad stories out there are just as many good ones if you're willing to put in the effort to look. And after that ordeal, I think I'm gonna do just that. So, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy however you spend your December. Have a lovely time, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Till then.
It's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true wherever you find love.
It feels like Christmas. So, right off the bat, Surviving Christmas wants to show you that it is so not like all those other Christmas movies by setting a montage of both heartwarming and frustrating moments to this song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's wrong. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm a fucking idiot. And if you Happy Easter. Hey there, guys! Happy holidays and thanks so much for watching. If you want a little more Yuletide fun, you can click these video links and watch my earlier Christmas episodes. And if you like what you saw, please leave me a comment and a like, and do press that lovely red subscribe button for future content. And while you're at it, you're free to follow me on all sorts of different social media. There are plenty of links in the description. Now have a great December and see you guys in 2017.